I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be. Like foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me. I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, also go on. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A floor, come down.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans.
We play to win. Let's go!
Down. 70, Indy.
56.
They gonna need some depth.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. He's checking.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Safety's creeping.
49, check 49, check 49.
On first down, Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And Anderson's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run Anderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 56. Go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
15 line. In the face. Hey, foxtrot.
Right there. 56.
Lead dribble.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The mic, boys. 56.
Protein spill. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check, ready. 15 on it. 55. Get in the weight room.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Let's get off the field, D. Let's run it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll let this go. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I got you.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy.
Yes, yes.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, Charlie.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Check safety, check safety. Get it all.
On 1st down, Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd down and inches. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! Here we go! Here we go! Pittsburgh. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Second.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 49-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Y'all not ready.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
61, match box, white. Hey, echo.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. from 21 yards away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They're going to look to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Saquon Barkley. And he loses the football the second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run. Anderson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rodney Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
General West.
27, Mike 27. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, check.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears last.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Barkley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
on. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.